Hi, my name is Dan Little, and I'm an Associate Commissioner with the National Indian Gaming Commission. We're the federal regulatory body that oversees the more than 420 Native American Indian gaming facilities nationwide that are in 28 states. Well, as a member of the three-member commission that oversees the agency, we have basically the senior management or senior leadership of the agency, including budgeting and things of that nature. My direct interaction with employees is not on a daily basis. However, I have managed a lot of folks in the past in my previous job, and I'm not a micromanager. I strongly believe in providing a task to an individual. How they complete that task is up to them, as long as it's timely and it's good work. The NIGC is a federal agency. We're an independent regulatory agency within the Department of Interior. So therefore, we're part of the administration. So the President's government-to-government policy is, in my opinion, it's fantastic. We've had similar presidents have had good government-to-government policies in the past, but never, I don't think, in our lifetime where we've had a president that has dedicated such resources and actually put his money where his mouth is on the government-to-government and respecting the government-to-government relationship with Indian communities. Prior to coming to the commission, I worked for an Indian tribe, and so I have a kind of unique outlook on what government-to-government consultation and that relationship is. And basically it means that you need to speak with the tribes, talk to the tribes, understand their concerns prior to making any major actions. I strongly support the President in his initiatives. He's actually, each year since elected, set aside time to have a tribal leaders summit in Washington, D.C., where he's met with tribal leaders. Huge commitment. He's demonstrated his willingness to reach out and work with tribes. And he's required all of his agencies to adopt consultation policies, one of which we have, where we have directives on how we will meet and how we will discuss key issues with the Indian tribes. And I believe it's worked out very successfully. Well, let me give you a little bit of background about the industry. Like I said earlier, we oversee roughly 420 gaming establishments run by about 200 Indian tribes in 28 states. In 2012, which is the latest figures that we have for our gross gaming revenue, that's the figures that the entire industry generates, was $27 billion. And that was a 3% increase. And when we look at that 3% increase, most of that came from small to moderate gaming operations. These are our smaller facilities that really rely on that gaming revenue to fund their healthcare and housing and education programs and programs for their elders. It's critical use. So we take very seriously our responsibility to work with the smaller operations and make sure that we're meeting the needs that they have. We have a major training and technical assistance program where we work with the tribes, we reach out to them, we look for areas where we can provide on-the-ground technical assistance, where we can bring in our staff, our auditors, our compliance officers, and tailor individual training programs to meet their needs. Because we know that no one Indian gaming establishment is the same, and they all have their own unique requirements and needs. So we try to be flexible. We try to keep the line of communications open. We like to work with them. We have 7 regional offices nationwide with staff that do site visits regularly, that basically is out in the community working with these smaller gaming operations. And it's been very effective. Internet gaming obviously is a very big issue, both within the Indian gaming industry and the commercial gaming industry. What we know is this: tribes are very, have been very clear about their interests in this new industry. Tribes have spoken out that they would like to see the NIGC involved if there was any kind of a regulatory role. I do joke quite frequently that it's interesting day in Washington, D.C. when tribes are actively requesting the NIGC regulate. It hasn't always been that positive in the past. So it's nice to see that the tribes have some confidence in the commission that we could do this. We know that whatever role the NIGC plays will have to come from Congress. So we understand that. And up until now, any of the legislative proposals that have been submitted in Congress do not have a role for the NIGC. So that's what we know. What we are doing is we're closely monitoring the issue. We've got a team of, like I said, expert employees, attorneys, auditors that are monitoring what is going on. We know that we're the only federal agency that has any experience regulating gaming. We're confident that if Congress does delegate a role for us, we will be ready and we will perform the duties as they spell out in the law. And like I said earlier, we have a group of some of the most highly skilled professionals, technical professionals, working for the commission, and we know that we're ready in the event there's a role for us as defined by Congress.